Welcome back to another episode of YGP Station. This one pretty new. Hit home pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? So basically, let's start off 2 years ago, 2022. Okay, so first of all, 2021. Yeah, let's go back 3 years. 2021 was a great year for me. I finally figured out, for the most part, the way the program worked for those who are targeting individuals. I figured it out. You know what I mean? It's very, very powerful and very brutal in urban areas. So what I did was I wasn't ever from an urban area, which is why my targeting wasn't as strong as it was. I was out there for about 3 years, from 2017 all the way to the pandemic. And that's when it really turned up, when the 5G came into effect and everybody was catching COVID. I didn't, because I figured out what was going on, why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. So I never lost my taste, smell, or any of that. I never got it. I dipped out, left the city, went back to the rural area that I was from. Okay, that's post 2020. I want to say like October around 2020, I came back home. Leading up to, I ran into the mother of my child, going into 2021. We ended up having a beautiful baby girl. And everything was good at first, and then somehow she got involved in the program as well, so we didn't work out. Once I seen her, I was like, wow, I don't know if she's a bot, I don't know, she just started acting really weird. So we didn't work out, but nothing was done. Okay, leading on later into that year goes into 2022, because my daughter was born at the end of 2021. See what I'm saying? So going into 2022, I ran into this other girl, and this is where it really gets, honey pottish. If you know what a honey pot is, you know what it is. So basically, they were trying to assign me a handle. My friends, I still have close friends that I grew up with, around the neighborhood of my small town or whatever. And, we're still cool to this day, but these women that were coming into my life were really, really strong on the handling things. So she couldn't handle me. The second, not the mother of my child, the second woman that came in 2022. She couldn't handle me, and she was trying to handle me. Bad things started happening to her out of nowhere. She lost her car, lost her job, lost her house, all types of things. I was there for her. I was there. She stayed with me at my house. I still had my house, my car, and I worked and everything. I was going to school at the time. I only needed, still to this day, I only need like 9 credits to get my associate's degree in business administration, which is an accounting degree as well, here in the state of Texas. But it's community college. It's not like it's a bachelor degree at a 4-year university or anything like that. Anyways, one night we're doing stuff, sexually or whatever. I'm like, I'm not feeling this. I kind of wanted the mother of my child back. I wanted my family back, and she breaks my phone, like snaps it to her. Brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 at the time. I'm pissed. She throws my baby's high chair, breaks the oven. We squabble a little bit. I leave. And when I get pulled over, because I didn't know she called the law, I get pulled over. I'm walking, trying to calm down. I didn't drive off or anything. I didn't leave. They pulled me over and they asked me questions and stuff. I'm like, she initiated the confrontation. Keep in mind, very smart target at this point in time. I heavily surveilled my house, so that how they come in and they put gas in the AC or the heater and all that. They move their stuff around. I stopped all of that. You see what I'm saying? I surveillance 24/7. I was legit. Man, the cop, when I tell you the cop refused to get the footage, like refused to let me go home and get my camera to prove my innocence, refused to get it for me. And that right there was already like straw one, let me know like, oh, this is some bull. So I get out to the station and they charge me, they throw the book at me, stuff that did not happen. They say I hit her with my firearm. See what I'm saying? Say I hit her with my firearm. They say I choked her. They say I interrupted a 911 call, and they say I did a terroristic threat. Bond is almost $200,000. I think it was like $140,000. They were trying to bury me in prison. And I think just a warning to those targets that this hasn't happened to yet. I think this is what it's all about. Don't let it happen to you. It happened to me. I'm still currently fighting for my life. Still currently fighting for my freedom to this day. Long story short, I wanted to go to trial. I was scared, because the color of my skin, and you know how that goes in the judicial system nowadays. I ended up playing out. 10 years probation. I ended up playing out. Terrified to go to trial because I didn't want to get freaking 45, 60 years and all that other stuff. So that's 2022. This girl leaves. She sells all of my stuff while I'm in jail at the time. I was in jail for like 4 months. She sold all of my stuff out of my house and dipped the state. You see what I'm saying? And after that happened, I thought about going to trial, but they were like, oh, she's going to show up. I was like, oh. I ended up taking the plea deal or whatever. So there was a confrontation, but it was no more than like a misdemeanor for domestic violence, if anything, because again, she initiated the confrontation. But I was scared to go to trial. I was terrified to go to trial because the photos looked pretty bad. She was beat up pretty bad. So yeah, that happened. Honeypots, and again, try to stay away from that. Second thing that happened after that, though. Second thing that happened. That's 2022. So there's all the 2023, I'm fighting that case. All 2023, I'm fighting that case. At the end of 2023, it's over. I had to move back to the urban area at that time. I got a job and everything. I had to go move back with my family, and I got on my feet again. I moved back out of the urban city. I moved back to the rural area, got me an apartment and everything with my new girlfriend, freaking handler again. So she couldn't handle it. She called the cops. Like, I wasn't even here in my apartment for like 2 weeks, bro. She calls the cops on me. And they come and I didn't leave because I'm like, I didn't think there's not a mark on her. Man, nothing is wrong with her. They go, oh, well, you can touch someone in this assault. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious right now? Boom. But think about it. There's a thing called like an habitual offender. They've already got me for domestic violence, and they elevated the hell out of that to where it's like a felony offense and all of that. And that's what they were gonna do with this one. They were gonna elevate it because it's a habitual offender. It doesn't matter if they were like it's a Class C misdemeanor, a ticket or something like that. They would have elevated to a freaking felony immediately because they would have been like, he already has been in trouble for domestic violence. So I try to run, bro. I stay upstairs. I jumped off of the 2-story balcony here at the apartments. I ended up landing on concrete, broke both of my legs. So I didn't go to jail. I ended up going to the hospital. Since I didn't go to jail, I was able to convince the young lady to drop the charges. She did drop the charges, but they still moved forward with the evading arrest, which I don't understand because who am I running from if the charges are no longer, there's no, there's no probable cause now or the whole, ordeal when they were here. But they're going through with that, which I feel like is crazy. I don't understand that. I'm having to go to court for that now. During that process, I had to move back to Dallas until I had 4 surgeries. I had a tibia plateau fracture in my left leg, like around my knee. I had 3 different surgeries, and they even had my leg. I almost lost my leg. They had to do something where they had to cut my leg open to release the pressure and the what they call it? What's that shit called? Whatever it is when it's swelling a lot, whatever that liquid is when it's swelling a lot, they had to release that pus. They had to get the pus out of my leg and all that. It was like swelling so bad it was gonna like bust or blow up and kill all the muscles in my leg or something like that. So I had to get a procedure for that. I had to get another surgery after that, and then another surgery after that, all in one leg. Then I had shattered my right heel and my right foot, and I had to get a surgery for that as well. So they got metal all in my body. All those talking about getting chipped and all this other stuff, if that's the case, they chipped me. See what I'm saying? I had to get 4 surgeries. If that's the case, they chipped me. Y'all talking individuals out there. I'm hoping to get the metal removed soon. I'm still going through the court process or whatever right now for the evading arrest. As soon as I came back into town and I was able to drive again, they immediately arrested me and almost towed my car, and I had to bail out again for a misdemeanor Class A evading arrest. So a bunch of bull behind honeypots, bro. I don't bother anybody, as most target individuals are. I go to work, I go home. You know, I was taking care of my daughter like I was supposed to. Now, since all this is going on, you already know that the mother of my child has been somehow involved into this organization. She won't even allow me to see my child other than taking her to get ice cream or something like that. Like, I can no longer like have my child at my home for whatever reason because of her. I don't right now, I'm not on child support. I still pay for daycare, diapers, whatever my daughter needs, clothes. I'm not on child support, but yeah, man, this it's pretty bad. It's as bad as it gets. So again, just be mindful of the honeypots, and that goes for you women too. If the women perps and stuff can do this to men, imagine what the men perps are doing to women. See what I'm saying? But again, this is just an update on what's going on. I'm still out here fighting. You know, I've taken a couple losses clearly, but I'm still winning. I'm still out here. I'm free again, and just be safe. You know, stay out of sight, out of mind. You know, and we'll keep fighting the good fight until we win. But I made this video to really warn you, you young men and you young ladies, of the dangers of honeypots, because man, it's something that it's something that should be made aware of in the target individual community, that they'll send handlers your way to destroy your life. Again, I had everything going for me. I only had 9 more credits before I was done with school. I had an amazing job at Amazon. Rent was on point. Car note was on point. And all my bills were caught up. And then boom, they hit the switch on me with the honeypot, with the handler or the perk that I allow in my home. So be careful who you trust. Be careful who you let in. Not everyone is trustworthy, and they will turn on you, you know, if given the opportunity. They're snakes, and they're wolves in sheep clothing, so you got to beware of these type of tactics that they may use, these demons that they may send your way to take you out. Again, I wasn't able to be taken out, but I'm strong, and I'm seriously hurt right now. I'm still not able. I can no longer run right now. I can no longer run. I got metal all throughout my legs from that jump, trying to run from the law. Maybe one day, once again, I'm gonna try to get all this metal out of my body one day. But you know how finances are, especially for targets. You guys complain about not even being able to get hired. So I'm still fighting the good fight, and I'm hoping that things work out for the best. I'm still blessed to have transportation. I'm still blessed to have, you know, a home. I work hard for the things that I have. I feel like they're trying to force me to get disability, you know, to put me on a fixed income, but I'm fighting that as hard as I can. I'm fighting to keep my job. I'm fighting for the life that I have, and I'm going to continue to fight, but it's not easy. And I advise you to do the same. Don't be a quitter. Don't give up. Don't allow this program to break you, because it can break you if you allow it to break you. Don't allow it to break you. You keep fighting, and you overcome, just as I am going to do, and I have already done so many times before. They couldn't defeat me the whole time I was out there in the Metroplex from 2017 to 2020. And not only were they unable to defeat me, I was able to go back to a certain place that I was from and elevate to go even higher. And I believe you can do the same. So YNGP out. Stay strong.